up, Bullocks?
What's up? What's
up?
My wife and squeezed us into the camera.
Yes, because we're doing things a little bit different today. That's why we starting out this way, right?
Yeah,
So-
but you said I can't move your arm, so
Yeah. We getting real personal over here, real close.
I hope we was already real personal and close.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We get real personal and close for a long time.
Yeah. So closer, I can smell your breath.
Whatever.
It don't stink. It don't stink. I'm just saying.
Of course, Dennis gonna make it be about
I
that.
guess.
Okay. We're being silly
All right,
today.
What'd you say?
I said we're being silly today.
Yes.
That we are. Hey, it's all right. It's all right. You got to be a little silly every now and then.
Right.
You sure do.
Yep. So, welcome to Love for Real Marriage Mondays, where we talk about the real work of marriage and the love that lasts when expectations meet reality.
Yes.
Because life be life in y'all.
Yes, it does.
So
do.
we're your hosts, Daniel and Kendra Tillman on the West Coast, and they're your hosts.
Dennis and Angela on the East Coast.
And
Yeah. Oh, that's West Coast. Okay.
I missed it. I was trying to figure
I said yay, but that's West Coast.
So every week we're diving into conversations that help couples grow stronger, love deeper, and stay connected through every season of life. So whether you've been married for years or you got Similac behind the ears, this space is for you. That rhymed, didn't
Yes, it
Look at
did.
that.
It
So-
did.
it? So come on in and laugh and learn and love.
Yes.
God's help, we know that your marriage can thrive because with his help, our marriages are thriving over here.
Amen.
So grab your spouse, your coffee, and let's get into it.
Yes.
All right. So today we're gonna kick this off in a fun way. We're gonna have a little fun with this or that. So I'm gonna ask the Bullocks some this or that questions. They're gonna ask us some this or that questions. And
Can I ask one too?
yeah, I said we and they.
You said
So-
I'm gonna ask.
Oh, I'm sorry. We are going to ask them some questions.
Did it
and
squeeze
they're
your head in? Your head is halfway out of the screen. Yeah, it's got to be all the way in.
All right. All right. So Bullocks, first question: great hair or great teeth?
Oh,
Gray-
come on,
gray
gray
hair.
hair. Gray hair.
All right. So y'all don't care about teeth, huh? Okay.
Yes, we
All
care about we don't want no gray teeth.
Camping or luxury hotel?
Oh, luxury hotel all day long.
Hotel.
What did you have one you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Save or spend?
Who?
Save or spend.
Save or spend.
Spend.
So it's spend,
Spend
but it
me.
should be saved.
I like to save, but I like to spend.
Yeah, I say we both spenders who are
And
learning.
you
how-
guys can tell us your answers in the comments. You and your spouse's answers in the comments. Memes or GIFs?
I'm so old. I don't know the difference. What's the
What?
difference?
I like gifts. I like gifts.
So
Oh,
GIFs are the
memes
ones
is
that usually.
video and GIFs are like the little pictures you put in your little chat.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Is it GIFs or gifts?
I call them GIFs. So
GIFs.
that's a whole nother question.
like
is
GIFs
how do you
too.
pronounce it?
GIFs. GIFs.
Okay.
I honestly can. I will say I'll go off the one I use the most. GIFs.
And Dennis's favorite question: lick a frog or hug a snake?
Hey, you're not supposed to ask that question.
Wait a minute. That's not our,
I'm a lick
wait
a
a
frog. I ain't hugging no snake. I lick a frog.
I feel like there's an AO, so I'm gonna hug a snake. I'll hug a snake as long as I got my hand around his throat.
That's too scary.
I'm not licking. No,
It don't matter how
Pajamas.
long you gotta lick him.
you're gonna have stuff on your lips.
You have a warty tongue.
You have warts. Nah, see.
Yeah, now I gotta
Man.
hug a snake. Dennis ain't gonna even let me in the house.
I do want to ask y'all one more question, but I'll let y'all go ahead and ask us.
Okay.
No, go ahead, hit your extra
Pajamas or onesies?
pajamas.
Pajamas.
Oh, you ain't gonna walk around.
No, I'm not wearing a onesie.
Some cute
I've gotten older where I got to use the bathroom a lot.
So the worst, what is the worst word? Moist or phlegm?
The worst word?
Yeah.
Phlegm.
Phlegm.
Yeah.
Phlegm.
Some people don't like the word moist. I don't know why. Like that word doesn't bother me.
I like moist.
Moving on.
He's talking about Duncan Hines, right? You're talking about Duncan Hines.
Yeah, he's about other stuff. Okay.
Oh goodness.
Let's make it sound like you got somebody be like, I can't even do it good. But yeah, that sounds nasty.
Oh goodness.
Okay. So which ones y'all want to ask us?
Y'all like music?
Yes,
Yes.
love it.
You love it? Okay. So would you like to do an air guitar or air drums?
Oh, probably air guitar for me.
Drums.
That's what immediately.
Okay.
I
All
would
right.
choose
All right.
drums.
Being tickled or told a joke.
Told a joke. I don't like being tickled.
Yeah, told a joke.
Yeah.
Don't be tickling me.
Mm-mm.
Can't do this one.
Okay. Sticky hands or sticky hands or slimy feet.
Oh,
Slimy feet.
Yeah, I don't like anything on my hands. Yeah.
Mm.
So you going with slimy feet?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
All right.
You can wrap your feet up.
With what?
Yes,
Anything.
Socks.
Socks, saran wrap.
So you rather have slimy feet?
Yes.
Sticky hands?
Yes.
Mm.
I'm concerned what the slimy feet mean. Like we gotta take y'all to the hospital or something. Like what's slimy feet?
Okay, this. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh.
Did you lose it?
Well, no, I didn't lose the question. Somebody
Called them, so when
Okay.
it called, it took them.
Okay, so trampoline for bed or a slide for stairs.
A
Slide
slide
for
for stairs.
stairs.
That sounds so fun. That sounds so fun.
Well, how you gonna get upstairs?
Oh, you can walk up ramps because people do it all the time. I remember even
Yeah.
as a kid walking up a slide.
That's gonna be
didn't you?
hard with slimy feet though.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Now if you have
Ah.
some
I'm gonna do this
Well, I
one.
guess
Okay,
How
probably
many
you heard of it,
questions
not
have we
some.
asked?
Huh?
How many questions have we asked?
I don't know.
Not enough. Keep going.
Okay. Hot sauce toothpaste or pickle juice face wash.
Pickle juice face wash.
Pickle juice face wash.
Yeah,
You know what? That cinnamon toothpaste. I don't know if they even still sell that. I always thought that was such a dumb idea for toothpaste.
Yeah. And then pickle juice is anti-inflammatory. So I put that on my face.
Vinegar on your
yeah.
face.
Okay. It's hydrating, huh?
Yes, exactly. Exactly it is.
All right.
That's this one.
Okay.
Talking to babies or talking to pets?
Oh,
Talking to
Babies.
babies for sure.
Babies.
I love me some little babies.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Pets
Okay,
don't
got it.
listen.
All right. So
Especially cats.
if you had your choice, would you want to talk always in a whisper or sing everything?
Sing everything. I would not want to talk in
Yeah.
a whisper.
Sing everything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want either.
Yeah.
All right. This one to me is interesting. An elephant-sized squirrel or a squirrel-sized elephant?
Squirrel-sized elephant.
Oh,
Yeah, I would be
see-
scared.
You
of
want a
that.
teeny
Yeah, I would
tiny
be so
elephant?
scared of a squirrel-sized elephant. That would be.
No,
I mean,
elephant-sized
I
squirrel.
would be so scary to see an elephant-sized squirrel. That would be super scary.
I think I'd be scared of a squirrel-sized elephant. Like, what the
It's so
heck
little.
is this?
It would be so little.
No. I mean, just imagine that. That'd be scary to me.
It's small. What would be scary about it being a small thing?
Have you ever seen an elephant? He's gray, a little gray thing walking around.
I guess you're right, because you know what? I am
Be
not
like a gremlin.
I'm
Yeah.
probably more like other people are scared of bugs. I'm not scared of bugs, but if you brought a mouse up in here, I would be screaming and running.
Oh yeah, he would look like a big old mouse with a long
Mhm.
nose.
Mhm.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay, one more. East Coast or West Coast?
I knew he was.
I
Gonna
knew
ask
you
that.
was gonna ask us that
I
one.
knew he was gonna ask that
Coast?
one. I knew he was gonna ask that one.
Wait, what was the answer? I didn't hear your answer.
West Coast.
Why? Why? You don't like the East
You
Coast?
always got jokes, Dennis. You
I'm
always
just
got
like,
jokes.
why? The East Coast is better. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
Oh God.
I got
Here we go.
one word. Hurricane.
Yeah,
We don't really get him in
That's
Jacksonville.
just fast wind. Come on. Calm down. It's refreshing.
Oh,
Until it's not.
Right.
oh man, hilarious. All right, I think that was it for our questions.
All right.
All right,
That was fun.
That was fun.
Did we
So
agree?
y'all,
We agreed on most of them.
Mhm.
I think we agreed on almost something
Yeah.
too. Okay, so y'all may be like, "What was that all about?" We wanted to talk about friendship and having fun in marriage. And we wanted to kind of give you a nice example of what that could look like in marriage. Because y'all could do that by yourselves, right? But we talk a lot about all these different areas in marriage and how it affects your marriage. But friendship, listen to this, friendship is the foundational, long-term foundation of a healthy marriage, accounting for up to 70% of overall marital satisfaction. So it plays a big part. And I would definitely say that with us doing counseling, we see couples who don't have a lot of fun. It could be literally like, and there's moments where we both are like, you don't like him or you don't like her. It's like people who are like, I don't like you. I'm married to you, but I wouldn't necessarily call you my friend.
Dang.
So friendship is important. And how do you maintain it? By doing silly stuff like what we just did.
Yes. Yes.
Just one example.
That's really good because the last session that we did on diving into your partner's story,
Mhm.
one of the outcomes for that is learning or playing more together.
Yes. Yeah.
That was
Mm.
Having more fun together.
Having more fun together
Mhm.
is an antidote, right, to always clashing or
Yeah.
misunderstanding each other. Playing together.
Yeah, and you know what? When we're dating, we understand that, like, right? Because we do fun stuff together. Like you're trying to get to know this person. You're trying to figure out what makes them tick. You're trying to figure out what's fun to them, what's fun to you. You enjoy spending time with them. You enjoy having fun with them. And so when we get married, we should also still continue that pursuit, right?
Yep.
That's that continued pursuit of getting to know each other, have fun together. We have all these shared experiences. What are we about to say, Dennis?
That sounds like a commercial. That sounds like a commercial for something that we're going to be doing in the summer.
Ah,
Of course.
Oh yeah. Wait, why is that saying remove? Hold on. That was a perfect leeway.
Yeah. Segue.
Leeway?
Segue. It's okay.
Segue or leeway? Segue.
Mhm. Yeah. So like we have since the very beginning of Living Well Marriage,
I thought Dennis
we
was
have
gonna talk
always, wanted this to be a fun thing. So okay, go ahead.
No, I thought Dennis was going to talk about it.
Okay.
Well, I think about all the fun that we have. When you talk about love at the fair, I always remember this. Me and my wife, one of our first dates,
yeah.
we went to Cedar Point in Ohio.
For you East Coasters, y'all know what that is. Yes.
And we went on a Wednesday because that's when a lot of people wasn't there on a Wednesday.
Best amusement
And we
park.
rode on these different rides, and we had such a fun time because
And-
she used to think that I was really kind of like serious, like
He didn't talk.
just like this, and just all serious. But man, we had such a fun.
When we first
time.
met, he didn't really talk. He was like checking me out and paying attention to me. And I was like, Lord, how you made me talk. So this ain't gonna work.
Anyway, back to the commercial. The commercial is Love at the Fair. Okay, it's gonna be on Saturday on June 13th at 1 o'clock to 4 p.m. in the Phoenix area. So if you're in the Phoenix area, please join us. If you like having fun in your marriage,
And we have
you don't want to miss
all
this.
kind of fun stuff planned for you. We're gonna have our normal type of thing. So we're gonna minister to you guys very short, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have games. We're gonna have all kinds of stuff under the theme of a fair. So we are gonna do, whether you say fair or carnival or whatever you may say, but we're going to have lots. This is going to be a different type of event because it's going to be a theme that we have not done, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of exciting things planned for you guys.
So again, it's only $155 right now, okay, and that goes into April. So please take advantage of the cheap price that we got going on for you right now. And if you want full details on this, please go to livingwellmarriage.com and register.
And it's exactly what we're talking about. It's an opportunity to have fun with your spouse. It's an opportunity to connect, and it's an opportunity to do something together. So come on, go on and sign up. Go on and pay your little money. Do it.
That's right. That's right. Come on. Sign up,
Do
y'all.
it.
Don't wait till the last
Do
minute.
it. Don't miss out.
Yeehaw!
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So having fun together in marriage.
That sounds West Coast. That sounds so
That's
West
a
Coast.
little too
That
West
sounds
Coast.
that's a little too
Okay?
West Coast.
That's a little too West Coast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man.
I
But
do wonder what would happen if every couple learned how to laugh together more, right? If they learned how to just have fun and like everything don't have to be serious. Everything doesn't have to be so hard, and just learn how to laugh with each other.
that's what we're on a mission to do
Mm-hmm.
in this live and
Mhm.
overall, is to have
Yeah.
couples play more together, laugh more together, smile,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
Coach Franklin says. Smile.
I think one of the things that I do enjoy about my wife, I can be very silly if you know me, and she laughs at my jokes. She laughs at me, and it makes me feel encouraged to do it more, you know. But seriously, she laughs at it, so I feel like she enjoys that part of me, that silly, jokey, you know. Sometimes, you know, and she'll tell me, "Okay, that's enough." But but I think a good sense of humor helps you in those life and storms of life, you know, things, you know.
because it goes back to when we first met, when I thought he was like super uber serious. I was like, because I know me, I like to have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, I like to have fun. I like to have a light environment. And I was like, this ain't gonna work. And then when we started to get to know each other, he started breaking out his little box. I was like, oh, he a nut. This is gonna be great. Like, like this is gonna be wonderful. And I will say, going back to Cedar Point, like, we literally, nobody was there. Well, I want to say this. It was a ton of people there. And then it rained and we stayed. And then everybody left. And we went on rides like multiple times. We had such a good time. And I
Let's
think,
do it again. Let's do it again.
yeah, we went on the Magnum like 3-4 times. So to me, I think that kind of became like the foundation of our relationship. We are really, really, really good friends. And I think it's kind of like, if you look at that as such a value in the relationship, or even your marital satisfaction at 70%, to me, that's what makes the hard times go quicker, because both of us don't want to mess up our friendship.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway, since we're having fun. I think sometimes we get so caught up in people's looks and everything like that we forget about
or how they make me feel.
They forget about the communication and the fun, the sense of humor,
and the friendship. Do I feel safe
friendship
enough with you to trust you enough with something I would trust one of my friends with? Can I see you? I think, to me, when you are thinking about getting married, are you somebody I would want to tell you my secrets? You know what I mean? And to me, if you're married now and you're like, I used to, and then I trusted you in my vulnerability and you blew it, so now whatever, but that count. We see couples all the time. That's possible to rebuild that. You can rebuild your trust. You can rebuild the intimacy. You can rebuild the transparency. All of those things can be built over time. And that's what we're talking about today.
And I think it connects to what we were talking about the last installment when we talked about our stories. There was a commercial that GM did on SUVs, and they would talk about, somebody would say something and they'll say, that's so you. That's so you. And I like that, because when you start to tell your story and you knowing your spouse, you know, even when somebody says something or, you know, about you, you'd be like, what your spouse is like, that's so them. That is so Dennis. That is so Daniel.
He sent me a video on Friday, And he's like, this is so you. And it was literally like him having spring break and him sleeping in and me being up for work, grimming him like,
Yeah.
yeah, like you get to sleep in, but I don't. And I'm like, yes, that is possibly me. But
You sent me a similar video. What was that video about?
I don't even remember. I'd be sending you so many.
You sent me a
different videos.
video
I don't
and
even
you were
remember
like,
which one.
oh, it was the Draymond Green and Steph Curry.
Oh yeah,
Where she was
it's
like,
such a funny video.
this is so me. Sorry, I'm sorry, baby. That's what she said.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking about what you said, Dennis, about Angie laughing at your jokes. And even if nobody else laughs at your jokes, that's what marriage is about. Is and she's not gaslighting you. She really thinks it's funny, even if nobody else does.
yeah.
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 She literally laughed. And there's sometimes I would just say something out the top of it, and she said I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, we do
I was
that a
thinking
lot.
the exact same thing.
Yeah. Even with jokes, we do that a lot.
Yeah, I know that was when we was really starting to mesh, where I would think something and she would say it, and vice versa. And I was like, I was thinking the same
Yeah. And then we bust out laughing and give each other high fives. We're like, I was thinking the same thing. So yeah, I think especially this one, it's never a dull day in this house with this one. He's playing tricks, he's tickling people, he's doing jokes. So it makes it where it's fun to come home. You know what I mean? Because it's not stale jokes, they're actually good jokes, at least to me. And so I enjoy coming home, or I joke with him sometimes when he comes home, because when he comes home, I'll go outside to meet him because I work from home. I don't get to go outside a lot. So I'll come outside to meet him. And I always joke with him. It's my Whitney to Bobby Brown moment. Like when she ran to Bobby and jumped in his arms, I'm like, he's home. And he's always like, whatever. But I like, yeah, I'm happy
I'm not saying
home.
suddenly my chest is out like this big. It's like, yeah, I'm home. Daddy's home. It makes me feel good. I love that. I love that she does that. I'm like, wow, gosh, I love this.
Yeah, you start
blushing right
feeling
now.
yourself.
I'm blushing.
He don't ever say anything, so I thought he just thought I was weird.
I'm
like,
blushing.
Oh my God,
I'm blushing. You know, I'm like, oh.
Oh,
All right.
man.
hilarious.
All right. Well, we said we were going to keep this session short and sweet. We hope that maybe something we've said or shared, whether it's today or another time, it has inspired you to want to build that friendship with your spouse. If you don't have that, maybe this will inspire you. We have tons of videos and things you can watch and listen to, and that'll support you in building the friendship with your spouse. And so we would love to hear from you in the comments. We would love your feedback on if you've thought about what would make it fun to come home. Like what would make it fun to come home every day? Can you create that in your home, in your atmosphere with your spouse? It doesn't have to be your spouse creating it. You can create it if that's what you want. So,
and I have another question. What might be another question is, what is the enemies in our relationship in regards to me wanting to come home? Or what are the enemies to having a fun and home environment? And we're not saying you got to be silly all the time like us,
right.
But we're saying enjoy your spouse. Let your spouse be your close friend. Are there things that you don't feel comfortable sharing with your spouse? Ask yourself why. Do you look at your spouse as your best friend? If not, ask why. You know, and it's not that I don't have girlfriends that are like my really close friends. Like Kendra and my girl Stacy are like my buddies. They're like my besties. But then he like my bestie too. So I would say that, like, what makes you want to come home? But on the other side, what is it that maybe you don't want to come home? And then be intentional with that. Let's get that out the way so we can enjoy each other.
Yeah. I remember one of the first things that, and this illustration sticks in my mind today. We went to Weekend to Remember, and they talked about the tug of war. And think about you and your spouse being on the other end of the rope. And as long as you are pulling, you can't be together. Somebody has to drop the rope.
Mhm.
And when you drop the rope, now you can work together. Think about pushing together against something that's in the way, right?
Mhm.
And so you're working as a team and you're pushing together. So thinking about those things that cause you to be on the other end of the rope
Yeah.
versus those things that cause you to get on the same team and have fun and push together.
Yeah.
I think a good idea or a suggestion, quite possibly for those who are listening to us, think outside the box. When you're talking about date night, think outside of just going out to eat. I had a question to ask my wife one time. She said, I asked her, and I shouldn't have asked the question because I'm like, oh my gosh. She's like, well, why don't you? So anyway,
I didn't.
well, you kind of, your head did kind of do like that a little bit. And I was like, kind of out my peripheral. I caught you doing your head like that. I was like, oh my gosh. Anyway, I said, why do we go out to eat all the time when we, and she said,
for date night.
for date nights. And so she's like, why don't you plan it? I was like,
I
God.
didn't say it like that, y'all. I said,
It's
well,
okay if you did, Angie. It's
I
okay if
didn't
you
know.
did.
I said, well, I like to eat. So, and I
Did
do.
you see that? Do you see that? You see that?
And I said, and I'm the one doing all the planning. So if you don't want to go eat, then you need to plan.
Made me feel small. So I was like, okay. And so I planned date night. And so we did one. I
He
did
did
pretty
a
good.
great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So think about going to the museums. Think about going on the beach. Y'all can't do that in Arizona, can y'all?
Whatever.
We do have a beach.
They
We
can
have
go
a
as
beach
well.
out in Mesa.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
they do have a new beach out in Mesa.
It's
Okay,
man-made.
anyway.
They do.
What's the ocean? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. Okay. Beach.
You got me on that
Arizona.
one.
Come on. That was
It ain't
man-made.
connected to no ocean.
Ours was God-made. Not man-made, God-made. But
Hey,
think of some other suggestions.
there's the perfect will of God, and then there's the acceptable will of God.
Yeah.
We over here in the acceptable will of God.
Hilarious.
Either way, go find something fun to do with your
Find
spouse.
something fun to do. If you're having a hard time, maybe go to a comedy show or something like that. Laugh. And that maybe open the door for you guys to get into forgiveness or deal with the issue that's at hand. But find something fun. It's all about fun. And don't forget about June. In June, we're having a fun Love at the Fair. Come on out. Come to Arizona. Come on.
Do it.
Do it now.
Y'all, don't we seem fun? Don't y'all want to come hang out with us in June, the four of us, and laugh and have a good time with your spouse? Your spouse is going to thank you. You're going to be a blessing to them. So we hope that you will join us. Bullocks, did you have any final words before we wrap up our time together?
Hey, we just might have you lick a frog or hug a snake. I don't know. Come on out.
Wow.
We will not.
Okay.
We will not. He's playing.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
Lord,
no.
Lord.
We might not do that, but maybe we'll give you some cookies or cream.
Hilarious.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I'm good.
Love you, brother. I ain't licking no snake for you.
Hilarious. All right, y'all. We're gonna end our time together. Thank you for joining us for our Love for Real Marriage Mondays. We hope today's conversation has, no matter how silly it was, has encouraged you to keep doing the real work of love because it's worth it. And as you can see, marriage is not all work. You should be having some fun. You should be enjoying yourself. Yes. So if this episode blessed you, please share it with another couple who could also use some encouragement. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, or join us live every Monday on YouTube for more real talk about faith and marriage. Until next time, remember, love for real is the kind of love that stays when expectation meets reality. Good night, y'all.
Peace.